6, 5, 4.
This will be a 10th anniversary quarterfinals. And it's game time, baby. ConnX5 here. Finally got some games going on for you. MassD versus DtF. This will be the first round of the playoffs. We're going to start off with Combo Shock. I'm kind of curious to see if they decide to put him. Looks like he's going to be maybe playing in-base D on blue. And he's already got his work cut out for him because this flag is moving quickly. Let's catch up with that. Tata grabbing that flag, and he's going to be heading out to mid. Both flag carriers are going to pass each other. Power-ups will be spawning in 5 seconds. Looks like Imitator's going to sit back, maybe try to get one of them. His teammate's going to get this pickup. Not sure who grabbed the 100 armor there, but a piston kill looks like doesn't work out. Blue's still moving this flag back into their base. However, red team's going to be all the way in front of them to ambush them. So what they're going to do is set up here, try to clear out this shock room. Looks like doesn't happen. Meanwhile, Stahl delayed well. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere with that flag. Made on blue side. Already got it moving again. Covers himself out to mid with 5 health. He's going to go down. Cover there. Nice pickup there by Imitator. Dodges those rockets. And he's trying to work his way back into his base. Looks like the red team is mostly behind him. If they can get this return, it looks like it'll be clear sailing. Doesn't look like it, though. Red team doing a good job of keeping that flag in their possession. Blue should be setting up for a flag standoff here. Usually you're going to have 2 people probably fighting over in that shock room. Oh, looks like he separates from his cover, goes down. Somebody needs to get this flag in their hand. Bob sneaks back in there. He's still got 2 red around him, though, so needs to get his cover collapsed down onto him. Goes back to the health, not able to pick it up in time. Flag gets picked up on that health. Good job by Imitator. That was extremely close to a return right there. Red team putting a ton of pressure on this. Finally, they're going to get a chance for to set up for a standoff. You see this room with the vials, the health, and the shock? You can usually expect them to be in there. Sometimes, though, you'll switch it up to try to throw the other team off. So what Imitator is doing, looks like he gets caught off guard there. Red almost able to take him out with rockets. So they're set up well. Red team's going to have to maybe pick up an amp. I think the next amp just spawned. Not sure if anyone took it yet. AOC from the red team, same situation. They're pretty much going to switch between their flag room and that shock room. Just have big old deathmatch going on here. Oh, it looks like blue dropped 3 in. So blue drops 3 on return. Bit of a risk, and they're able to withstand the pressure. Barely sneaks in there for that cap. So a good move by blue. He gave up one of their cover guys to push forward and try to get that return, and it paid off as they were able to protect their carrier and get back for that cap. Get a quick look at the score. It's already 1-0, just a couple minutes in. The first flag standoff going to blue. See PB defending here. Let's go ahead and catch up on this flag. It's already out in mid. You see Lino with a double kill for himself. Goes down. Big V with the pickup. He's going to go up that lift. It looks like the flag is still down on the lift. That's going to be a pickup for Big V. Picks up his own drop. He's going to piston straight to his stand. They got 1 more kill to get before they can get a cap here. Just desperation grab there by Made, and teammates not able to get... Oh, it looks like they got him down on the stand. Couldn't quite get the return. Good job by Made extending that play, trying to give his teammates time to traverse the map and get up there for the fight. And a quick rebound cap by DtF puts them right back tied up. 100 armor coming up. You're going to see Made grab that. Let's see if we can follow him. See if we can. Well, fine. We'll follow Big V. He's got the flag already coming back in his own base. It's an extremely fast-paced game so far. Made now. You're going to watch him first person. He's got plenty of armor left. He's got cover behind him. He's going to be heading out to mid, picking up vials. Now you're going to see he's going to wait for his cover, clear a path. They're both in front of him, so he's going to be pistoning straight back into his base high. And this is bad news for Red. I don't even know if they know where he is. He's back in his flag room. If they can get this return, this will be an instant cap. He's going to get some vials, no doubt. They finally catch up to him, so he needs to get his cover on him now, get set up for a flag standoff. But he's looking really good with his armor and health. Would probably like to head over and pick up those vials, or maybe even a 50 armor that's both high in the base. Anyway, blue definitely has the advantage leading into this flag standoff. Let's see what it's looking like on red side. Is Lino looking reasonable on health? 1 lightning gun shot will take him down, so he needs to be careful. And I would be surprised if he doesn't pick up this health. There he goes. Combo shock sneaking in on him, but he does have a teammate behind him. He needs to get away. There he goes. Don't want to get too separated from your cover, because if you go down, you want to have a teammate in between whoever killed you and that flag so they can get that pickup. Lino grabs a little bit of armor now, trying to stack back up. Again, you do have 50 armor and you have some vials up in the base. He's going to do a little bit of trickeration here. He's going to be able to cover that lift right there. He's counting on enemy players coming in. The lightning gun here, you may see it. See, it's very difficult to see coming around that corner, so he's going to be a little sneaky. I wonder if he's going to throw another teammate in return. Doesn't look like it. Figured maybe they would do what Blue did earlier and sacrifice one of their cover. It looks like Combo Shock comes in, gets that return. Didn't see the situation there, but that's going to be another cap for Blue. Already seen them winning these flag standoffs 2-0 already. Red was able to rebound quickly last time, though. Luna's going to try to do just that as he grabs Piston straight out to mid. He's going to take some damage. He's going to need a pickup here. He will get it. This is what allowed them to come back last time, was they relayed that flag. Great pickups by Big V and Sta, and Big V is actually cherry picking on this one, which is a little bit unusual for this map, given that it's so consolidated in mid. It's very hard to catch the defense out of position because they can just go to mid and cut you off there. But he does get it out to mid. He's going to give his teammates time to clear a path. He's going to piston straight across high mid. There's a lightning gun shot. Another nice pickup by Red Team, though. Rockets come in and Blue just overwhelming them, but we are seeing some nice teamwork from Red's offense. And let's see if I can see some of their defensive players. Looks like we got Immortal back on the flag. Looks like they're doing that forward to back split I was talking about. You see if this game will let me... Oh, fine. We'll watch PB. He's pushing up. And like I say, he's going to be able to push forward and contest those power-ups, like right there. Blue team was able to take it, and he's able to completely negate it, so it's no longer a threat. And again, the risk there is you are leaving your flag defender on a bit of an island, and it can be risky, but you can drop your translocator back. You can do a lot of things to help mitigate those risks. And of course, the advantage is you can help hit offensive players coming in as well as help out on those power-ups. Blue team looks like they had fallen back to mid to try to be very defensive. So PB is going to move right back out there. Red team's still getting these blue flags moving a lot. Headshot there by PB. They single-handedly clear mid here. His flag's going to be moving. Let's watch him. It looks like a lone flag runner. Not going to go very far. It's very easy to cut off flag carriers if they're by themselves. You really need your cover in there. You see that spree by PB. And be curious. I think 100 armor. Saw that taken. I'm not sure. It looks like they think the amp is up. PB pushing all the way out there. Meanwhile, though, Big V's got this flag moving. He's running right past it. Sees the blue team waiting on power-ups in mid. Makes him pay. He's got nobody between him and his flag. If they can get this return, this will be a cap. If they can get one more kill. There's the last return. And Blue got caught waiting on power-ups. Smart move by DtF. Just runs right past them. Saw them all waiting for amp and said, fine, you do that. We're going to tie this game up. Stick with Big V here. See how he chooses to attack. Looks like it's been him, Sta, and Leno, all playing very dedicated offensive roles. Nobody stepping back to mid at all. Indeed, we just saw them make blue team pay for overcommitting to mid. You're going to see two players all coming out at once. Ooh, he's taking shots from behind. Amp comes up. Blue team's got it. That may get them the advantage they need right here to push this flag across the map. Mortal with a nice return there. Didn't see who grabbed that amp. It's going to be Bob with it in mid, looking pretty low on health. He's probably going to push up. Yeah, I imagine from what I'm seeing how fast this game is that we are seeing both teams playing 3 dedicated offense. Bob there, hitting 3 shots in a row with that amp, 4 in a row, pulling a multi-kill out. Not being hurt too badly by his connection. And I'm sure it's disrupting him, but still got that aiming ability and really displaying it right there. See if we can catch up with one of the flags. Sta's going to grab this one. He's got plenty of time. He knows that the defense doesn't know where he is. They're all in mid, fighting over there, so he's being smart. He's trying to sit back in the base, waiting for his team to... He might even be sending all his team on return. He might be saying, hey, cover, just don't worry about me. Go get that flag back. He's going to sneak out to mid. Blue team does see him, but he's already high mid, halfway across. Oh, Rockets take him out quickly. He's going to go down. And it looks like Made is ready to pounce on this flag. Gets a double kill himself. Turns that flag. Red just coming in one at a time, absolutely running into a meat grinder. Blue team taking the lead once again, just about halfway through this map. I mean, the story is what the scoreboard says. Pretty even back and forth. Every time Blue's gone up, Red has answered. But what we've seen is Blue winning these standoffs, and I think that's where they've got 2. You wouldn't call that last one a standoff, but certainly they've won 2 standoffs so far. That's been 2 of their 3 caps. See the flag carriers passing each other right there. Big V getting this moving. He may have a clear path to his flag. If they can get one more kill, they need to seal that low entrance. He can't really piss because he's too low on health. So now they need their team to collapse back into their base. It's getting a little chaotic. They do get the pickup. Oh, the camera. You see Bob there keeping it alive, keeping that flag moving, but they're going to go ahead and win that fight. Almost a carbon copy of the cap that came across for the blue team last time. But they had one last seal in their base. They were able to win that fight. 100 armor did get taken by blue here. Let's see who grabbed it. They can get that flag into the hands of the guy with extra armor. It looks like it's made once again. Don't think he's going to cherry pick this one. Try to make use of that armor. You see, he's already had 500 armors in his hand. Made doing a good job of controlling that. He's covering himself out to mid. Red team's going to know where he's going. He's going to cut him off. You see him going up the lift, hesitating, trying to just confuse them basically. Not really going to work out for him. That flag's going to go back. It's like both flags going back. Let's catch up with the defender here. Someone we haven't watched. Toyon looks like he's going to be back on the flag, judging by where he's running. And Combo Shock running defense here, and I'm not sure if they're going to be doing a left-right split. Looks like they may be doing more of that based on their positioning. Combo Shock sitting over there by that Rockets entrance. Toyon going back and forth between the high entrance, that main front door low entrance. And not a lot of pressure by the red team. There we go, sneaking in. They've been getting this flag moving quite effectively. Maybe we're syncing up, trying to come in at once. You see Big V sneaking in. Big combo comes in by Toyon. Am I pronouncing that name correctly, by the way? But chat, feel free to correct me on any of these pronunciations. Oh, you see Toyon getting stuck out of position. Now he's going to be chasing across the map. And the same reason it's easy to cut off flag carriers means it's easy to seal behind flag carriers, because you have these very predictable pass through mid, which means if you get stuck with your translocator out trying to catch up to flag carriers, enemy cover can absolutely decimate you and just push you back. As it is, blue base is looking surprisingly quiet right now. I don't know if red team is backing off trying to get better timing on the power-ups or what it is, but definitely more of a mid-emphasis the last couple minutes. I think they might be better off trying to be hyper-aggressive and getting things moving. They definitely have control of the amp now, so that will help them keeping timing on that. Flag moving, actually Toyon getting caught. Peeking out to mid, flag carrier looks like jumps right in front of him. It's a bit of an unlucky move there by Linux. He's going to drop that flag. Big V does get the pickup, so we're going to watch him. He goes down immediately. So both flags now a little bit more under control. We're going to watch Luno running this one. He's going to go down. I'm going to try to get a little bit of consistency here, maybe by watching. We already watched PB a bit. What other defender? We haven't watched Immortal, have we? I think he's playing this rocket entrance. Jason after this flag here, he gets the double kill, but not going to be able to stop him from passing that along. Let's catch up to this flag, as Imitator may have a clear path to his flag. If they can get one more seal here, that may do it. Oh, the last second grab. You see that pickup. It's going to be a fight over this flag room. Blue all over the place on top of that red flag, but red flag carrier is not gone down. They finally get him. One more PB just in between him and the flag. Can't get the kill. And wow, we've seen quite a few of those just 5-on-3 scrums, and I'm surprised they were able to prolong that one as long as possible. Red team doing a good job of keeping that blue flag moving, but just couldn't get the key kill. Sometimes you just go in there and you're hoping for flat cannon shot, a rocket shot, maybe a telefrag, something to save you. Team kept their composure. They're able to get those relays. Leno, you saw him sneaking through mid. He's apt to do that. Now he's got cover in front of him. This may be a quick rebound by red. If blue can't get in there and get this flag moving, they get it moving, and they've only got 3 in there. It's going to be 3-on-5. Advantage to red team. They need to kill this enemy flag carrier immediately, though. They're not able to do it, and blue team just out-fragged him there. It was 5-on-3, and blue team won that handicapped little fight. That may earn them a chance to go up by 2 for the first time, as they get this flag relayed back into their own base. Now we're going to see another fight over this flag room. This blue flag's going to get returned. They're going to try to fight their way back in here and seal this base off. One more flag carrier to kill. He goes down. Styles going to try to sneak in. They're not going to do it in time. Blue team now, with just about 5 minutes left, goes up by 2 for the first time in the match. Red, as usual, trying to rebound. Another great relay run to get out to mid. Let's see what Big V can do here. So he's going to be running towards that right side. Can't get that pickup. Blue flag's moving. Let's switch over to a let's see. Who are we going to watch? Let's watch the 100 armor. Imitator grab that 100 and the amp. This could be huge if he can get out here and stop this flag carrier, maybe turn around and turn this into another flag capture opportunity. If he decides to just stick in mid or play more offensive, is he going to go into enemy base with this amp and a little bit of armor left? Yeah, blue team's actually sitting 4 into red base, absolutely just overwhelming them. However, they are going to give up a flag run in the process, so they're going to be pushing out across mid. He's still got amp in his hands, doing tons of damage. Oh, you see the double kill and the killing spree on that, so an aggressive push by blue. This may get them the cap that ends it here. Red team will have one more chance to sneak into this base and get this flag moving, but blue team turning them away. Oh, gets killed on the stand in the last second denial. What a clutch return there by red, sneaking in. Blue team didn't have their whole team in their base. Somebody caught out of position, and that could be the one we talked about. How you get that conversion that you have to have once you get back into the base. Red team still has plenty of time, 4 minutes left, and they're going to get this rebound opportunity. They do need to get up on health. They need to push out in mid, and of course, he's going to be very patient here. And he may again be telling his teammates to all go and return before he pushes out. Looks like that might be the case, given that his cover is nowhere around him. He made, though, the double kill, fighting his way back into his own base. So they're going to be set up for a standoff. Meanwhile, Lino was still in their base. He snuck through mid. He's back alone in his base. And now he's got some enemies on top of him. His flag gets returned. There should be nobody between him and the flag. He can piss into his stand. He goes down. Last second shot. Will anybody get to it? Oh, Tolion with a clutch return. You saw him bring out that translocator to immediately get to that return. If he doesn't get that return, that's going to be a cap. You've got a 1-cap game. Smart move there by Tolion, able to get that last. That was probably the last shot he would have had on him before he turned that corner. That's one of those plays that it's not a multi-kill. It doesn't look like it's huge, but I'm telling you, if he misses that one last shot, primary shot, it's a 1-cap game. Lino, though, can't piston, but he can run back to his base. Red team, they can get this clear. Last second kill in the stand. Will they get that? Yep, they do convert it. So 5 before game, 3 minutes left. Red team getting this flag moving. I think it would really behooves them to just get into blue base, just cause chaos. Whenever they've been capping, it's whenever they've been able to just get the flag moving and then improvise, basically getting pickups and relays, just playing some old school, like messy capture the flag. Not necessarily needing to sync up and send 3 people in with armor and amp and all that. Just, I really think they want to be overly aggressive here with 2.5 minutes to go. I would say you almost push a defender to mid. Just get 3 people in enemy base at all times. He's going to fight his way in. He's got Big V covering. But again, they're outnumbered right now. 2-1 Big V. Lino's going to make his way back into the base, but then he's going to be outnumbered 2-1. And I think it's time for them to push a little bit extra offense. And again, keep that clutch return that Tolion there had in mind, because if this ends up being a 1-cap victory for MassD, that may have been the game-saving one, or it may have been the game-saving return that we just saw a little bit earlier. A team that was going to have a couple chances to push a lot into blue base. He may get out high here, pushing them away with flak balls. Lino's going to be able to piston across mid. I imagine he's going to do that. Yep, stays high. Oh, gets nailed by a rocket. You saw that coming straight out of the camera. He's got blue team all behind him, though. He can get back to his base so they can get one more pickup. They will have an opportunity. They need this return. They need it right now, but they don't want to commit too much. You don't want to put everybody on return and then have your flag carrier get left alone. This is essentially a standard standoff scenario. A minute and a half left. You have to play this like a regular standoff, and that's what they're doing. They've got 2 cover, and they just have to hope that they win. However, they don't have a good record. Blue team has won every standoff in this game so far. They're going to pass that flag, maybe send someone forward. Big V might have been going forward for return, running out of time. May have decided that this is time to make that push. I wouldn't be shocked to see Lino hide up in those rafters again in his own base. Of course, the danger of that is you don't want to stray too far from your flag stand, because if the flag does get returned, you need to be able to make your way back there, and with only a minute left. Oh, there's the return. Didn't see what happened. Lino's going to tie it up with a minute left. And red team now pushing through with less than a minute. We're going to see quite possibly overtime as they answer yet again. Now Big V trying to get that flag moving. Red team has not had the lead in this match. They've answered every time. This has just been a tug of war back and forth. And I'm not even sure who to cover, honestly. Not sure who to throw on camera here. It looks like that 100 armor is going to come up. I want to see who grabs that. Bob's got it. He's going to have 125 armor. If he can get this flag and get a clean flag run going, it could be huge. Oh, however, see what's happening is he actually got caught out of position, expected Imitator to go down. He was going to cherry pick it. Instead, Imitator gets to mid. You've still got Bob here. He needs to pull the translocator out. He needs to get a pickup here and use that armor effectively. He does. He gets it back into his own base. He still has plenty of armor. He can piss it back to the stand. Blue team takes the lead with 10 seconds left. Wow. Red team's not going to be able to rebound from this one. But an absolutely just crazy back and forth match.
Blue team is the winner.
So DtF losing their map pick to MassD. MassD is going to be choosing Archanastrae next. Great game on Vault City, though. Pretty much saw everything you expect in that map. Really well played all around. And again, you got to play of the game's got to go to Toyon there. With that last second, he had one more shot to stop that cap that I think at the time would have pulled them within one, and ultimately would have given them the lead with less than a minute left, where they could have played more on defense, or if nothing else, it would have given them one more cap, which would have caused overtime. So, me, that's the single individual play. Definitely saw that multi-kill by Bob. That was huge. We saw that pick right there where we had grab that 100 armor and then pull out that trans, and you know that you're better off grabbing the flag than sitting there and trying to frag. That's smart CTF right there, and that allowed him to piston straight back and get that game-winning cap. So I have to say, good showing. I was kind of worried. Again, you see Bob's stats right there. I was worried that he would be hurt by his connection. He seems to be pushing through it. Not sure if DtF is going to have a lineup change. You saw Stahl leaving there. Might just be rebooting or something. But while they're figuring that out, this will be map 2, Archanastrae. It's going to be coming up to you in a couple minutes. Take this opportunity to grab me a drink and play a little bit of music. Sorry about that. Hit my mic. I thought I still had it muted. So as we build up into this one, again, kind of a no-brainer map choice, frankly. Playing against a team like DtF that's mostly North American players. This one of those maps, this Deep Sprinta. I don't know if Sulfur's in this cup, but that's another map that, again, was very... European players tend to play a lot more. So a pretty easy map choice against a team that's definitely going to be less experienced on it. And it looks like we saw a substitution here. Looks like DtF pulling out Stan, putting in Rain. Not sure if we're going to see the... Not sure if we're going to see the same positions from both teams. I imagine we probably will. And that you'll probably have Toyon combo shock on defense, Imitator Made grabbing the flag, Bob doing a little bit of cover. I think that game, it seemed like he did a lot more of that cover role where he was fragging around the flag and getting pickups. Of course, we saw that game-winning pickup right through our camera angle. I think that's a smart move, trying to help negate the problems that he's going to see from that packet loss. You definitely don't want to have someone trying to grab and piston and do fancy movement with packet loss, but he seemed to do very well that map. More of a number 3-man, sort of a distant cover role. Probably do the same kind of thing on this map. We've seen in earlier games, this is a map where effective cover and getting cover set up along the right routes can be absolutely devastating to defenses that are trying to track down flag carriers, because while this is a map that has a lot of different routes and switch up options in mid, it does funnel you through a lot of these choke points. So if you're a defender and you've got your translocator trying to catch up to a flag carrier, if you've got a defender, if you've got a cover guy just waiting to just absolutely dominate that that entrance, and there's not much you can do. This one is really another map that, I mean, from what I've seen, is even less conducive to speedruns. There's not a whole lot of great piston opportunities. There's a couple, but it's more about switching routes than really traversing the map quickly. So I think you're going to see flag runs succeed based on having really, really well set up cover. You basically need to get your cover in position ahead of time. There's not a really well-defined mid. There's not like a big open area, unlike Vault City, so I don't think you would gain as much from playing a mid role. In fact, I would say you're going to see offenses and defenses split a little bit harder in this map. Was playing like independent entities, but anyway, players are ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with the 10th anniversary CTF Cup. Ooh, almost seeing an early translocator kill there. Fairly rare in this game. Let's see what Rain does. Looks like he's going to be playing this offensive role, filling in for Sta. And not a surprise, you see Red Team jumping in with 3 people. And I think that's what we're going to see, is each team's basically going to have their 2 defenders essentially on an island alone, and then 3 attackers pushing in to try to just overwhelm the enemy defenses. Red Team was doing a great job relaying flag runs last map. Not able to come out on top. We're going to see Imitator, ooh, trying to hit that piston. A nice kill there by Red Team. That may have been problematic. We're seeing both flags moving. One thing worth mentioning is that there are 2 amps in this map. These are essentially in base. Like, this is your flag room. Amp's going to be straight up front here, which is just far enough away. Enemy attackers can definitely put some pressure on it. The flag's still moving. We're going to watch to see this red flag can stay put. See blue coming in. Imitator doing a good job moving that flag. Not sure where their flag or their enemy flag carrier was. Now he's out in mid. He's got cover again. You see cover set up there ahead of time. Defense looks like he pushed out. Doesn't get the path cleared though. Let me try to see if we can take a look at who all is defending. It's going to be Tolyan again and Combo Shocks. The same defense for blue team. See Boblock, you see he's actually cleared out the base and he's not even grabbing the flag. So I think that's exactly, they're having the same thought process as I was suggesting, which is they don't want their guy who's having packet loss, he's just grabbing the flag, he's not going to be able to maneuver effectively. So it's a smart move. It sounds kind of contrived, but it's really just a way to put someone in a position to succeed, because whenever you have connection issues like that, you're just going to be frustrated to all hell if you're trying to play precision movement and you just physically can't do it. See Rain jumping in, grabbing that flag. Taking Sta's sort of offensive role there. Not much going on there. Bob does pick up this flag. I think he may be trying to time that amp. He's going to go down. Let's try to catch up with the defenders. This is going to be a bit of a slower paced map compared to what we saw before on Vault City. Tolyan, where's that clutch return on Vault City? Probably be playing back on the flag. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing just a left-right split. I imagine that there's so much pressure. Again, since there's not much of a mid in this map, they're always going to have 3 attackers coming in. It's pretty hectic to play Dion here, I imagine. I don't think I've ever actually played this map, but... So I don't think you're going to see... oh, wow, nice mid-air flag there by Tolyan. Just setting him up, blasting him. It sounds like a piston straight back to his flag stand. Blue team able to take the lead there. Sorry, I didn't realize they were already that far ahead, or I would have switched over to him. So early lead by blue. We're going to see if Leno can do what they did last map, which is just immediately rebound. I mean, they were able to answer pretty much every cap by blue. Just trading blows, and blue just was able to deny them that one cap and cap last, and that really made the difference. Leno tries to sneak across. A nice pickup by Big V. That's going to be critical on this map, even more so than Vault City. He's going to have a clear path to his flag stand, but of course his flag is gone, so they're going to need to clear this base, get a return. Blue actually gets on top of that. They get that return. Made now can piston straight to his flag, and that's going to be up by 2. Red just not able to win that fight. You can see the frag differential already building up for the blue team. So I'm going to switch over to some red defense. We're going to see what they're seeing, that their flag's been moving so much. If it would let me... There we go. We'll watch Immortal for a minute. See what things are looking like through his eyes. And again, you just see blue team, I mean, doing what you got to do on this map, running with their flag carrier, 2 cover always nearby, ready for a pickup. It's just good fundamentals. And when you're out fragging the other team, find that with good fundamentals, you're going to be in good shape on a map where you really can't rely on too many home run tactics or any gimmicks on this map. The biggest curveballs really in this map are going to be those amps, so if you can control those, you can try to overcome. Maybe what red team's going to need to do, because blue team is just out-fragging them and really just in better position pushing these maps across, or flags across the map. And watch Lino try to answer. He's had no trouble getting this flag moving, but we haven't been seeing. Oh, there we go. He's got some amp cover. So red team, there we go, set up with a good solid flag run, like we were seeing out of blue team. He's got cover all around him. He's got amp on cover, pushing his way through the map, heading towards his flag stand. His flag's going to be gone. He's going to have 8 health. You might want to see him make a flag pass here. He's got 1 on him, but 1 shot's going to take him down. He gets snuck up on behind, and blue team was just all over it that time. Follow Imitator running opposite direction, heading towards blue base. No health left. He's going to go down instantly. Blue team does have the numbers in mid, but not able to translocate that flag. Something you do want to see them do. 100 armor comes up. Let's see who grabbed that. Oh, I'm just going to switch all the way back through. There we go. Imitator with that 100. We'll see if he tries to cover with it, or maybe just wait for a pickup. Perhaps delaying a bit. Maybe typing something. Kind of surprised. Imitator not grabbing this flag, opting to cover despite having that armor. Does a good job. He's got 3 kills so far. Just absolutely clearing a path as the blue team for their flag carrier. However, they are going to need to drop off or drop back and get this return at some point. Let's switch off since he's not going to have it. See Bob running this flag. Bit of a change of it. Ooh, perhaps a mistake there made taking those vials from his flag carrier. Maybe Bob's going to pass this flag though to him. Right now with 38 health, he can go down to 1 shot. It's pretty dangerous. Oh, he pushes out for that armor, but he's going to be caught off guard by Immortal. Good job by Bob, waiting for his cover, getting a kill of his own. So there's a double kill, covering himself. So blue team doing a good job setting up for this standoff. And let's go see. I mean, they're pretty much just committing 2 people. They're not pushing anyone forward. They're up by 3. They really don't need more caps. They just need to run out the clock. There's no reason to overcommit to trying to get a return there. Red team, only 1 person up there. Not enough pressure. It's going to be 4-0 blue. And really kind of running away with this one. Again, though, not entirely shocking given that DtF is a team of most of the North American players. And they really haven't played this map all that much. Just bottom line. We are seeing some great fundamentals here. Combo Shock now running the flag. I'm not sure if they switched up roles or if this was perhaps an emergency grab to kind of deny a cap, but he is super stacked with 50 armor and 185 health. He's going to push back into his own flag room, and red team completely lost track of him. Finally catching up to him, taking some damage. Oh, he's going to grab amp, so he'll be able to cover himself with amp during this standoff, and that's just going to be, well, that's just annoying. I mean, he's got 50 armor. There's lots of vials in this map, and he's getting right back stacked up. He's going to be able to run and throw double damage rockets behind him. See him doing a good job. He's rotating around the map and just soaking up all those vials, running that circuit. You got the armor and vials. Get stacked pretty effectively. It's really kind of similar to Pistola as far as the amount of pickups you have in base. So red team's definitely set up well for the standoff. See, or blue team, I should say. Red team doing the same thing, really just kind of wandering around the base, trying to stay near the flag so they can get a cap if they do manage a return. This is going to be a tricky one though. Passing that flag. Let's watch Combo Shock up here, again, just completely stacked. I'm not sure what red's going to be able to do here. They're going to need to jump in with some rockets or some flak. They do knock him away from his cover, which is a good move. They got him corralled. See, maybe trying for a translocator. Oh, it gets the kill. Can't quite get the return. No one's going to be able to grab this. Imitator will probably take this one all the way home. Oh, he misses it. Ooh, almost paid for that one. Good job by blue of clearing the base and sealing it up after that. Prevented a grab. And up 5-0. Really just all blue at this point. So let's switch over. I want to watch some blue offense and see what they've been doing that's been so effective. See, maybe trying to time enemy amp right there. There it is. It's in his hands, you know. Don't know if that's what they've been doing, but if you can control enemy amp on any map, it's going to be a huge advantage to your team. Red team drops back, able to get that return. Made Gonna push right back up. Still has Amp and 140 health, so why not? Because again, this is a map. One good thing this map does, it allows flag carriers to cover themselves. Since you have so many turns and so many bottlenecks, you can use flak and rockets and combos. You don't necessarily feel as pigeonholed. Some maps you feel pigeonholed, like you just have to run with the shield gun the whole time. Play a little bit more old school on a map that's got the twists and turns of this one. You see a hit scan battle going on. Made finally getting this flag moving. And you see blue team's cover already set up for him. Slowly make his way through mid, and I'm not sure if red even knows where he is at this point. You definitely see him now. He switches up to high. It's going to be very difficult for them to cut him off at this point. May make it all the way back to his base, and he can piston straight up. There he goes, pistoning straight into his base. There will be one more grab made by Big V. Good, smart move. He went in, grabbed the flag, and went out to the opposite side that the flag carrier was coming in. Knew that the flag carrier and his cover were going to be back on that side. Took the other route. Gave his team time to catch up here and get some more grabs in and maybe get a return. Doesn't work, as we just see blue team absolutely just out-fragging red team in every key situation. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. I'm going to watch some red defense. Oh, Big V stealing this amp. Let's see if he does anything with that on offense. He's got his amp against enemy amp. Oh, he gets rocketed from behind. So smart move, seeing an enemy power up and trying to take it down quickly. So I don't know. We got us a bit of a runaway here. If anyone's got any suggestions for who to watch, any requests, I want to watch PB for a minute to see just how frustrating it must look from his eyes. This blue team's offense is just absolutely dominating right now. They're just imposing their will on the red team, and that makes it frustrating because when your defense is being dominated, what you really have to do is drop back more resources and help them. But when you're down by 6 halfway through the map, you also have to be more aggressive on offense. You have to get that flag moving, and so there's just really not a whole lot you can do other than maybe try to switch up your tactics. Maybe even see something drastic like I don't know, have your flag defender grab the flag. Certainly a change in tactics. Seems to be working all right, but the question is, has anyone taken his spot on return? Looks like they did get this return, so blue's going to be having one more chance to stop him here. It sounds like Amp got taken, but they didn't get the cover kill. That's got to be frustrating if you're PB right there, because your teammate goes off to get that amp, which is a smart move situationally, but you got someone on you. You really need to have someone there for the pickup. That's going to allow blue team to almost get a nice air rock there. Misses it. They're going to try to rebound right here. Combo's coming in. He's going to get the kill. Bob, though, is still in great shape. Only has 2 red team left. They both explode. And that's going to be 7 caps up, the blue team. So really, I think what we're seeing is just the 2 defenders for blue are out-fragging the 3 attackers for red, and the 3 attackers for blue are out-fragging the 2 defenders for red. I mean, it's just out-fragging across the board is what we're seeing. I don't know. No, that's a good time. Flip through the amps real quick. I would be kind of curious to see if blue has maybe controlled a bunch of them. I would love to see team stats like this. Epic. Let's see. I mean, Made, you see him as the attacker for MassD. He's grabbing 4 amps. Anytime your flag carrier has 4 amps in his hands, you can bet any of those are going to be enemy amps. So, 4 more for the D. Yeah, I think it's fair to say the majority of amps have gone to blue. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily what has been their game breaker right now. I think they're just absolutely more familiar with this map. See Rain trying to get in here, get a grab, get something going for red. You know, I'm honestly not even sure what I would do if at this point as red team. Just being pushed around across the board. I think what you almost need to do is maybe switch up your defense to be less defensive, in other words. Maybe try to stack mid, concede grabs, and just try to get cutoffs and returns. Because right now their offense has done nothing. You know, their defense is giving up 8 caps, but their defensive side is saying, hey, they've got 3 against us. You 3 guys need to be able to get this flag moving. So again, it's frustrating, but one thing they can try, and really the only thing I can think of, is push one of your in-base defenders into mid. Try to keep mid a little bit quieter, keep it kind of locked down and controlled. Just hope that you can cut off those flag carriers as you're leaving your base, and maybe give your offense a little bit of help in mid. It's a lot of pressure on people to get returns, but otherwise, I really don't see any way of DtF coming back, making this any kind of close game, because they're just being absolutely pushed around right now. And given how close the game was in Vault City, I mean, that just illustrates how much different styles of maps can play, and how big of a change you can see. So, note to those of you who ever play in Pugs and you lose the first map bad and then you automatically rage quit, just keep that in mind. A difference in map style can make a huge difference in the result. See the telefrag killing that amp. And you know, that is one thing to discuss is UT3, and I think the way it is now in UT4. If you telefrag someone when they have the amp, you're rewarded with getting that amp pickup. I think there's still some discussion about whether or not amps should drop when you die or just disappear. That is one aspect to it to consider, is that it does reward telefragging people with power-ups a little bit more. And I think there's even been a little bit of discussion about whether you should get things like Shield Belt whenever you telefrag someone who has it. As it is, you're seeing Imitator hiding here, sitting on his amp. There's going to be vials popping up below him and I believe in front of him soon. So he'll be stacked up and held pretty quickly if Red Team doesn't knock him down a bit, and that's just going to make it very, very difficult for him to be done. Oh, it sounds like Army got stolen away. Ooh, almost gets snuck up on by Lino. Tater barely hearing those footsteps. He's going to get moving. Amp got taken, may have been by the enemy though, so Red Team may have been able to sneak in there, get this amp in return. Tater being completely swarmed now. 3 red on return. Really push forward. Nope, that was a cover amp. So good job by Bob grabbing that one and pushing back the Red Team. Putting a lot of pressure on this flag, as well they should. They got nothing to lose. However, we saw that solo return on the other end. That's going to allow Imitator to make this a double-digit lead. So, definitely over at this point. Kind of interesting seeing a complete blowout after seeing such a close, I mean, really one of the most back-and-forth games I've ever casted on Vault City. And that's just really the importance. Whenever you're in the playoffs like this and you get to choose one map, it's so vital that you win your map choice. Because, of course, see a multi-kill again by Bob. But as I was saying, you know, you get these group stages where these maps are chosen ahead of time. You can kind of practice them or whatever. Whenever you can pull it out at the last second, it is so vital to be able to win your map choice and at least make it to a tiebreaker to where you can eliminate maps. Because obviously each team is going to pick maps that they believe they have a big advantage on. Anytime you can take the other team's map like that, just gives you such a huge advantage in a match. Because as we saw, such a big difference between the two maps. Who knows what happens if they go to a tiebreaker and they start eliminating maps, and maybe you end up playing a map that both teams are much more familiar with. Rain with a nice cover kill there. Running solo again, just Red Team not quite setting up their cover as well as Blue Team. The Blue, again, they're always in a swarm. They typically have an amp on cover. I mean, they're just playing this map the way you have to play it. And I think Red Team, just due to not being as comfortable with the map, just not able to find themselves in position, not able to do things like track their flag carrier and know where they're going to be ahead of time. A lot of timing and sync issues, I think, that we're seeing. And they just come with familiarity. Oh yeah, pushing another one across, so the defender gets himself a cap. Spreading the love around. As the last minute ticks down on this one. I believe this is single elimination. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was essentially a play-in. Had Team Necro and who was the other team? Necro and one other team definitely made it straight, earned spots straight into the semifinals. These quarterfinals are basically play-ins by two other lower teams, or, lower ranking teams from the division. I believe it's going to be single elimination, so you will see DtF out of this tournament. MassD will move on. I don't have a picture of the brackets up, so I'm not sure who they'll play.
30 seconds left.
But a dominant performance now. In fact, this is probably the most dominant game that I've seen MassD play in this whole tournament. I'm very surprised to see DtF go down this hard, but again, not surprised to see them struggle on this map, as it's one that, once again, just not as familiar with. Did see a great game on Vault City out of this match, though. That one will definitely be worth going back and rewatching. And of course, you can see all of these matches up on the highlights section of my Twitch, and of course on youtube.com/connex5dts. I'll be putting them in match by match, skip around and watch them in a little bit more convenient viewer than they have on Twitch. As it is, there's your match. MassD going up. Gonna move on.